seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Mirana. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliances turn to pick.
Slog.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliances turn to ban.
Timber saw.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. Alliances turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds
Radiant
remaining.
team ban.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliances turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Wraith King!
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. You may now select your heroes. Prepare for battle.
Thank you very much, Chief. Yes, this deciding game 3 now between Nigma and Alliance. Fogged, we are seeing some stubbornness from Alliance with the course that they're coming again with here. Are they really going to get away with this, or are you once again worried for them, especially after what we saw Nigma do last game with the Miracle Slark?
Definitely a bit worried, but, you know, we have to say, you know, of course, Miracle popped off as the Slark, but it is, of course, enabled a lot because he had the IO.
Sure.
Like, GH stacked everything for him. He kept full mana, making his mobility absolutely absurd. And they also had this Grimstroke that also enabled him quite a bit. This one, I'm not seeing these enablers for Miracle, even though he does have these great matchups. So I think that's going to be the thing that kind of maybe is the X factor that changes the way this game goes. And I feel like Alliance, it's actually an aggressive lineup. The last game, they had to wait until Pango was 6 to be able to do anything on the map because of the way the lane setups were. With Shadow Demon Mirana, I feel like they can always be trying to pose some type of threat. So I think it should be a much better showing from Alliance, but we could still see this Slark, which has a good matchup in the game. He could still pop off.
Was able to do it again. Indeed, Alliance's slight change of a...
Yep, and already you can see it's pretty big switch up just at the fact that they're even able to go aggressive trying, right? Because the last game, there's just no way. They have Wraith King, Oracle, and Pango. Like, that just, it's not possible. This is a extremely potent tri-lane triple stun, and they can make rotations and variations. And for the most part, S4, he can play defensive and should be okay up here as long as he doesn't just high level 1 right away.
I mean, is someone going to come down here, or they leave it? Like, can they leave Weehar on his own against this tri-lane?
I don't think they can leave him alone, no. I think they have to bring someone else down, but I don't know how much either of these two heroes can help, so I think Kuro has to make the move down to at least try to break the combo and maybe just, honestly, die. Maybe just catch the arrows for his buddy and just eat the deaths a few times.
Part the Tri-Lane's aggression. We are safe down here. Last time, really did see it. Across the board, 3 solid lanes. The 5-minute mark, they were thousands of gold ahead. Around Alliance. But the setup, as you say, Kuro blocks it up.
He's got to tank it.
I mean, it worked. He is all the fair fires. They're going to be enough to save him. It is. They do get the kill on him, but as you say, it's him dying and not we are.
Yeah, that's his job. You know, he's a 5 Void Spirit. Kyle asked, what's this 5 Void gonna do? He's gonna die and keep Weehaw alive. That's what he's gonna do to Kyle. I don't know what else he's gonna really do too much in this game though, but he'll at least be able to do that to protect a bit. And Weehaw gets himself at least 4 last hits, and the lane is pushing into his favor, so that's actually pretty nice.
Top S4. The I mean, say what against the 2 that have left up here. Pretty fine. You think S4's going to get a lot out of this?
I don't think he's gonna get a lot out of it. He's gonna get something at least, though. It's a lot of magic damage that comes through, and it's the pure damage as well from the blood, right? So he has to just play a little careful till he does get himself back up to 100%. Like when he's sitting at this little part right here, it's a little scary, but once he salves up, he'll be able to get a bit more. He actually into the blood, right? He actually took into it. Yeah,
but I mean, he is going to be okay, but. Bit of an awkward move there.
I thought he was gonna go left, and he
just went straight into it. He was like, here we go.
Oh, bottom again. Disruption. Last time they catch is Weehaw.
Trying to put a remnant out to break them apart, but of course with the disruption, it's always going to happen. Very unlikely Kuro is actually able to pull anything in. Remnant to stop that sort of play getting the kill.
Yeah, now it's always going to be a way for them to set up kills too. Like Weehaw's always going to be vulnerable this game. Unlike the last game, he's an Ember versus just a solo catch of a Bat Rider. This is what I was saying. It's like Alliance to draft. It's very, very different. This, even though it's still versus that Slark, they can actually do stuff. And we're seeing mid lane. Limp's actually doing a bit better than the last time. He's at the 17. Of course, Miracle is still dominating the matchup in general, but yeah, off to a better start. And Limp holding the skill point this time around too.
You're right about that top lane S4 just keeping himself hidden in the tree. Very careful about how he comes down and shows himself. Respect for the duo lane that does have against him top.
Yeah, I mean, he could probably be getting a couple more last hits for himself, but I think he's just happy getting experience up here. If he's able to get a good timed level 6, not feed any kills, it's great for their team just because of the way that they've set up their lanes. Wraith King's free farming, Bat's getting a decent farm, and he's getting levels, so you're very happy.
Again, he heads over to the top lane. We'll pass over to south west 4. Lane. Bottom. Rash now with the disruption and its collusions with no handskins to follow up. Making lots and lots of space for farm down here.
And also important is this time around Limp, it was a regen rune that spawned again at 4 minutes, just like last game, but he was able to get it this time. Miracle was not able to take it away, so yeah, much different for
Limp. A little aggressive there with the Firefly. Cool. Yeah, about every wave away from hitting the 6. And at that stage, it's going to resources, of course, to gank that mid slot. Test just across the board. Nigma just good job of setting up for them. Yep. See this last game.
Are scanning.
Times Nick faster on than Alliance team.
Yeah, Kuroki's just, especially as this Void Spirit, he's probably feeling like he had no other job in the lane right there. He had to just beeline to the rune, and he's able to get it. Limp just, yeah, he's playing it differently now this game. Instead of having the point in the Flame Break, he's putting more in the Firefly, and he's just shoving the wave in and just playing the farm game. I think he's identified this time around not to make the same mistake that he did last time. And like we also said, they can't get these kill setups onto the Bat Rider like they did last time because he doesn't have those amazing supports to just get the Slark snowballing out of control.
See a slower game for Miracle. Still a game with potential.
Dire's
Still
middle
going to have
tower
that
is under
ultimate
attack.
matchup against the Wraith King. Heroes. Ford does have its weak against this lot. Just able to hit a good time. His first few items and the opening Miracle's had. It's not what we saw in game 2, but it's still solid. Diffuser Blade will still come out in good time.
And he's denying some farm from enemy team right now. He just actually went into enemy
Radiant's
jungle, stole
middle
some stacks of
tower
this
is under
arcane rune,
attack.
and now he's even gonna maybe hit Limp a little bit just to hurt him. Sitting on this high ground, and yeah, he's gonna get some good punches on him.
And Limp. Playing carefully in Miracle. Don't dive any further towards the town, knowing that TPs could come in. And
Up top, S4, hits 6, immediately tries to go onto mind control.
Nice body blocks here as well, allowing Hanskin to get a few further right clicks in. Mind control. Too speedy though. Able to dodge the arrow, get away from the timber chain. He's out. That Limp did hang
Radiant's top tower
around.
is
Miracle,
under
he just
attack.
comes back over and gets the kill. I mean, Limp, of course, didn't know Miracle was around in this area, taking away his jungle.
Scanning.
But still, nonetheless, comes back and plays a little too close to the stairs there. Miracle able to easily jump in.
Radiant structures are
And Miracle gets himself a
fortified.
jelly just like the last game. Bottom, action.
Set up and onto We Are. Siphons though, 2 PM sustained against Nico Baby as Nico Baby can't push on, and Nico Baby now very low. Kura's coming in with the wraparound through the trees. Charge will be popped, but Nico Baby is running. One more hit though should do it. And as you say, the reincarnate coming at a perfect time, and then it's time to allow them to turn and actually get the kill on Weeha. Could not have hit that 6 at a better timing there, Nico Baby.
That was perfect. The dancing around, waiting for the creep to die, and just instantly levels it up. Very nicely done. While Miracle makes his own move top, gets himself a kill.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Miracle to grab. Hansel. Won't
Dire's
quite be
top
there
tower
for 10
is
minutes,
under
40
attack.
seconds to... Definitely not that much. The net worth. It's in for over slight lead overall, and now walking into Limp. Limp has the Bastos field. He's going to look to try and go for Kuro. Kuro, just his level 3 Void Spirit. Not a lot he can do.
Ages of
Limp
preparation.
chases him down with its Firefly. Miracle.
Radiant's
Towards
middle
S4. They
tower
put the
is
six
under
on mind
attack.
control. Rupture to start things off, and S4, he's not really got any plays to get himself out of it. He's trying to wait and hope that the Rupture ends in time for him to escape, but it won't. Enough time to render him in position and then allow him to get the kill. Down bottom, Alliance will make the counterplay. They get aggressive onto Weeha, take him out. TPs have come in, and Miracle's here, as well as the fact that Supernova's up and red. Go. Hanskin leaps across. He's trying to kill the egg on his own. He's not going to be able to do so.
Dire's middle
Egg
tower
is
under
protected.
attack.
It's Miracle getting very active across the map now. That kill up top and immediately coming down bottom to get
Dire's
involved
top tower
across
is
the
under
board in
attack.
any sort of action that Nigma's getting involved in.
Crazy how he's able to do this even without the 2 supports like he did last time. He's definitely looking to be a bit more mana starved as we're seeing, but he's still looking to make these active moves all over the place. Very nice. His top also. S4, he just TP'd back in.
Gotta be careful here. 2 of them run him down, and with the Ghost out, they've got a lot of damage. Chain to the side. Is there going to be any sort of potential TP backup for him? It doesn't look like it, as S4 will fall a second time as soon as he returns to that lane.
Look at these Ancients, this big stack. Kuroki scouted it, I think, like 2-3 minutes ago, and now they're really looking to stay and just play around it, not let Limp farm it. Limp has a lot of stacks in that area there to finish up his boots of travel. He'll have them done now anyway.
Radiant's middle tower is
But
under
yeah,
attack.
putting a lot of attention there as Nico Baby, he'll send on his nice
Dire's
skeleton
top
army
tower is
to the
under
mid lane,
attack.
put some nice pressure on that tower. SGH, oh, that was almost a nice bounce into the arrow.
Appreciate it.
Alliance at least able to push Nigma away from this ancient stat.
Yeah, Limp will be able to farm it with that nice Firefly.
Top, Nico Baby's getting gone on. Reincarnate's still on cooldown for 20 seconds. TPs are coming in. Ooh. He's still alive. No. The defensive disruption. Is it really going to save him? It isn't. The final crisp one comes in from Weeha to kill off Nico Baby whilst Reincarnate's on cooldown, and they'll also pick up FNG. Weeha getting getting involved in some good solid action up top, and that's going to give him good space to really keep the pressure on this top half of the map.
Really nice recovery, in particular for
Dire's
Weehaw,
middle
just playing
tower
around
is
mind
under
control.
attack.
They do some good damage. These
Radiant's
two, just
bottom tower
very nice
is
kills they
under
can set up
attack.
for. Arrow off the mark, doesn't hit the catapult mid, so the pressure is going to continue. And mind control's here.
Yep, they put the blood right down. Limp, he's not going to quite get caught by it. The two of them trying to chase him. He does still have that lasso.
Dire's top
Doesn't
tower
need to
is
turn.
under
Nico, baby,
attack.
he's just going to run in and try and start this fight off. But the Supernova's down. Elias has got to keep their distance. They wait out the egg. We are seeing, yeah, Alliance turning up in numbers now. Still at this stage of the game, of course, where Nico Baby's in the process of farming the relic.
Oh, the smoke instantly broke, and Croaky was still on the high ground.
Radiant's bottom tower has been denied.
And Limp just still trying to work on these Ancients, just keeps getting disrupted, and yeah, it's really just
Radiant
Nigma
are
dictating the entire pace, putting so much pressure on it, already up to a more than a 4K gold advantage.
Yeah, a big lead.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I mean, of course, not quite as big as last game, but definitely a lead that Alliance is going to be. They're certainly going to be feeling it. They're going to know that once again, Miracle is on track for the good timing. It's going to be 12 minutes.
He's got it done.
Fusel's done. So only slightly slower than game one. This is still a very, very good timing for the mid slot.
Yeah, they're smoked up. They already have all these aggressive wards down, aggressive vision. They're looking to sandwich and maybe dive for this tower here. Everything is at the ready for them soon. 50 seconds for that egg, but they've got their Death Prophet ult. Nico Baby, he's already getting clicked. He's already getting pinged out here.
Jump. Got the Moonlight Shadow getting him underneath the tower. TP's coming in. Miracle did try and get the pounce from the back lines. Wasn't quite able to find it. But the Moonlight Shadow has forced Nigma to sort of back up, be a little careful of how they do try and
Radiant's middle tower is under
S4
attack.
trying to be that strong force on the front lines to push them away from the tower. Miracle's not scared. He still jumps in with the pounce. Minus is there to follow up. They're just siphoning S4 down, and S4's gone.
Dire's middle tower is under
Nigma
attack.
able to just commit
Dire's
onto the timber
structures are
underneath the tower. And I guess Alliance just overestimating their ability to hold there. You know, S4 coming in, standing by the tower.
Dire's middle
They felt
tower
that they could
has
slow
fallen.
down the push, but it wasn't to be the case. They killed the timber saw still easily.
Yeah, like Nigma's they're just playing as this unit, as this nice squad. When you look at the drafts and you look at theirs compared to Alliance, they actually just have way more AoE, way more team fight just overall. Alliance, it's pretty much all single targets. So when Nigma's all gathered together, Alliance, they have to just back away. I feel like they're gonna have to start trying to split up the
They're
map,
so
but
quick.
Nico Baby.
Yeah, as soon as he shows top, TP's are there, and Miracles, he's up ready to play with GH, and we are. Again, just moving in a way that Alliance are struggling to keep up with. Taking down the once with the reincarnate coming to an end. Nico Baby's trying to run, but the diffuser blades back up. He's able to slow him, finish him off with the pounce. They're just playing too fast for Alliance. Alliance can't keep up.
No, and I think they just have to start playing just split push the map. Like S4 needs to just push, like suicide push, and just help his team try to find any type of kills with the arrow count.
Just look at them go. Miracles just chasing onwards and onwards. Rupture down onto FNG. There's just no stopping Nigma right now whilst they continue to get a similar level of momentum as they had in the second game.
I mean, they might even be able to pressure this tier 2 before the 20-minute mark this time around. Weehaw exorcism up in 20 minutes. Miracle's still hanging around looking for anybody who wants to show their face, and Hanskin stepping up.
Just managed to pounce away from the silence. The jump from Miracle.
They're really looking to get this tower before the 20.
I mean, yeah,
it's
far
likely to
before the
happen.
20, right? Yeah, 15 minutes in, and tier 2 towers being taken. And Alliance just can't do much about this. Over to the side, Limp. He's been beaten around by Kuroki. Will try and turn, but Kuro's got another step up. He's able to get away. They can't even turn and catch the fight. You know, Kuro's too nimble on this voice. Jump down to the low ground. Miracle, he's able to get the catch onto Limp. Lasso will come into play. Blood right down low, but Alliance have got to be careful. Shadow Dance is able to be popped by Miracle. He can just fight on as they take down S4. Pounce connects onto Limp.
Getting out of control.
It's again, yeah, we are seeing similarities to game 2 as Miracle yet again 4-0-5 on this mid slug at 15 minutes in. Just no signs of being slowed down by the way that Alliance is moving around the map right now. They seem a little helpless against
Radiant's
these
middle
coordinated,
tower is under attack.
aggressive pushes that Nigma are just consistently coming in with.
Yeah,
Dire's
it really
turret
just
has
does feel
been
like
killed.
they can't do anything when there's more than just like 1 or 2 heroes. When a third hero shows up, they're just like, our draft just can't actually fight in like a 3v3 or anything like that. We need to have a huge number advantage before we look to do anything like that. And Nigma's just keeping the ball rolling. They're all staying around top and continuing to persist around this area that they have so much control. Alliance, they're going to start bringing the numbers. They're going to try.
Try for the setup on Miracle. The arrow slightly off-timed. Miracle does still get bounced back. No Shadow Dance for 20 seconds. Really trying to control them, but he's able to pounce away from the Shack from Slow. Now the dual setups there. Mind Control has got it done. Bloodbright will connect, but not before the Timber Chain was in place. Supernova's down, and Miracle is able to hold S4 in position underneath it. No escape for the Timbers. It's another kill for Miracle. As the tree's Hansken is hiding. Yeah, Mind Control's hunting, and he's going to find him. They're going to find yet another. There's no escape for Hansken. They're trying to get Miracle in so he can get that Essence Shift stack, and they'll be able to do so. Cuts down the tree, gets another one to the tally.
That's brutal.
It really is. I mean, as we saw, as we said, you know, from the draft, Alliance coming in with a couple of big similarities to what they tried in Game 2 with this Wraith King and Bat. They change it up a little bit around it, but it just doesn't look like to have been enough. As Miracle's he's just having another free game. Shadowblade done on top of the Diffusal 17 minutes in. They just cannot stop this slot.
No, not at all. And it's this time, sure. I mean, this Slark is continuing to pop off, but even the rest of this team is popping off a little bit more than they were in that last time around. So, like, sure, like you see Nico, baby, he's getting his farm. He's got this relic. He's almost in the Radiance, but he's gonna have to deal with a world of hurt as it's 4 core heroes. It feels like effectively because of how farm GHs.
They're gonna just take the objectives here, Roshan.
Sure.
With the Exorcism, I mean, with the lead that they have, you know, VR knows he doesn't really need the Exorcism to fight. They can just get this Aegis quickly, use the ult in the pit, and they can just look to get back to just running at Alliance.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Lim's still quite a ways away from that BKB, and it's really feeling pretty rough. They just don't have the damage, and they don't have the team fight either to really deal with these heroes. As Miracle just constantly hunting now with just Shadowblade on top too. 3 kills.
Yeah, they'll also be able to catch FNG. It's getting just as bloody as Game 2. It really is. 16 for 5. And it does seem that so for sort of the second time this series, as you mentioned, that the games like this are very hard for Limp to do anything as the Bat, right? When he's sort of having to play the Bat Rider against a lineup that's running at them as 5, that's sort of the worst situation for a Bat to be in, because what do you even do?
Exactly. You want to be able to be playing to your strength. You want to be getting these pickoffs, but Nigma's just not giving you the chance. Nico, baby, still alive. Miracle.
Get him the one.
Got a lasso.
Do it a second time, Limp. Not quite able to get in onto him, and again would have been a half with the Dark Path. They do the ground onto VR instead. They'll take him out. They do lose Nico Baby for it, though, as Miracle gets back in. Finishes him off with the help of GH. Miracle already charging across with Shadowblade to see if he can catch more. Sentry is down. Still though, sneaking through the shadows, closing in. FNG is every time of disruption. They do have the arrow follow-up. They've got the burst. Jules will stop the Timber Chain across, keeping Miracle safe. Miracle's able to retreat for now. Kuro actually jumping straight and gets the grab onto FNG, but it's Simulate burning. But him down low, GH as well, and Miracle closes across, slows him in side of the Sunray. They find the arrow. Miracle, he finally dies for, I believe, the first time in both of these Slark games. They have managed to kill Miracle.
Look at that. GH pops the egg on the high ground, which actually in turn cuts the tree that S4 was about to Timber Chain up to. Doesn't push him away. They do finally kill Miracle.
Bounty.
Might just get Mind Control here as well.
Get some stuff, yeah.
Blood dry. One less
As I said, the first time really in this game and the last game, able to punish Miracle's aggression. A very nicely placed arrow there from Hansken, just catching Miracle on his attempted retreat from the fray.
They're gonna need quite a bit more of those, and they need to get Nico Baby to somehow survive during all that. He die early on. Top. Combo. Nice one, Rick.
Killed you with that.
Okay, it's back on the menu.
Yeah, good pickoffs for Alliance to find. This pressure
BKB
as a whole
finished
has
for
been
Limp. Yep.
I mean, they really have to do as much as they can right in these moments where they know that Nigma's just not in formation to keep this pressure on as 5. Where they know that they can try and get out and tackle Nigma whilst they're split up across the map.
This is gonna help quite a bit here though for Limp. Like this BKB, they don't really have any real saves on the side of Nigma. It's if he just BKBs and just beelines toward a hero, he's gonna be able to pull them out. You know, if he goes for the Slark, there's still the chance of the Dark Pact, of course, but every other hero is gonna be at jeopardy now because of this. So this could be a start to a small comeback here for Alliance, as they still need a little bit of time, but showing some life.
Radiant are scanning.
Disruption combos, definitely something that we still have to see Miracle play around.
Really have the best methods of save teammates either if he does get caught by that stun.
No, they just have pretty much just the Sun Ray and some Fire Spirits to slow some attack speed and all that.
Good Miracle wants to go for anything. Shadowblade BKB done on Weeha, so to really get in on the front
Radiant's top tower is under
more
attack.
confidently without worrying about being blown up himself or being controlled by sort of the rules that they do have on Alliance.
Looks like Nigma's going to chill out a little bit here. They're going to get their lanes pushed out, finish up their next bit of farm. They do have Weeha with a full BKB though, but they're giving some respect right now. They're actually playing very defensively, very careful. Only Miracle's really straying into the dangerous territory.
Waiting in the trees, but much to be done there. The smoke from Alliance. Turning down towards the bottom. I mean, they know that Miracle just showed himself up top, so maybe
he's immediately porting. Yeah, he knows this is happening.
Radiant's middle tower.
BKB immediately used it by Weeha. As soon as Nico Baby reveals himself, the Moonlight's popped his Alliance. They back away. Maybe see if they can get in after the BKB starts to come to an end. Silence is there after 3 of them, but the BKB's popped right back. Limp has the lockdown onto Weeha. Separating team off to the side, but Miracle's in with the pounce onto S4. S4 can't quite get away from the supernova in time as S4 goes down. 1 for 1. Nico Baby still having a poke, but he's getting in. He's going to get the Breakfire Blast onto Kuroki. Kuroki has no further escape. It's going to be a second kill for Limp. Miracle, Shadow Dance being committed as he heads over towards Limp, but he's got to be careful without the ult to the ready now. Into the trees he goes, pops the Shadow Blade as Alliance know that with no ult on Miracle, Miracle's going to be playing safe.
So he's thinking about trying to go back in, but now he'll back away, and there we go, Alliance. They bring it back with a BKB bat. We see that and come into play right there. Just he doesn't have to have any cares, any concerns about who he lassos now, unless the Slark. He can pull them really out of position. The egg was further on the right side, so it didn't actually clip most of that Alliance squad. I think it only actually stopped when they were focused. So yeah, nice play from Alliance and keeping Nico Baby alive during it, getting him nice needed experience from gold.
Miracle, he's heading straight for Limp. Limp's BKB is back up just in time if he needs it to try and force towards him, but he'll be fine.
Dire's middle
his
tower
face.
is under attack.
They'll focus back on the objective. They'll look towards the tier 2. Alliance will see setup they can come up with. 30 seconds until Lasso's back.
50 on Wraith King Reincarnate though. And the Exorcism was popped, so they can just wait it out. About 10 seconds left on that. And then maybe they're going to look to re-engage. Lasso's going to be coming up at a pretty nice time while Exorcism ends.
It's going to start with a probably dead FNG here. Disruption on himself, not to do anything.
At least he'll be able to get a D-ward out of that one probably. As Nico Baby blinks into a very aggressive position, but it works.
Still getting a very good amount out of him. Keeping very close on the toes of Miracle. Right behind him. Armors. Time round, there's Blink Radiance and back for the AC. It's become a good time. Have definitely slowed down the lead that Nigma were building up. They built that 5k lead up pretty quickly, but as you can see, it's really stagnating now.
Yeah, and they actually just see Weehaw step up a bit too far. He has the BKB, he's holding it.
Out from slow them a little bit. They get the ball back as well as the Rupture down onto S4. Find himself some time with the self-kills. S4 timber chaining away, but the Rupture will bring him down low and low enough for Miracle to finish him off. Supernova right in the midst of the fight as Alliance, they've got to split. BKB popped by Lucas, he's on the retreat, will get out of the range of the Supernova stun. Now the jump in. Nico Baby finds the opportunity to get into the race line blast with the last follow-up. They've done it. They take down Miracle. A perfect jump there from Nico Baby to catch Miracle between the dark patch and find that opening to get the kill done. The Siphons bringing FNG and Nico Baby down low, but Nico Baby, he's got the reincarnate. The slow from it setting up for Weehaw, but Weehaw is able to dodge the stun with the Yules. Weehaw hasn't got any way to get himself out of it though, as he's trapped on the high ground. Limp controlling him here as Alliance, again, a solid hit back and really was just finding that perfect jump onto the Slark and killing Miracle off. As soon as they take him away,